the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. This is the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Derek Carr and the New Orleans Saints taking on Brock Purdy and the San Francisco 49ers.
It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. Today, two NFC clubs going head-to-head, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the New Orleans Saints. Glad you're with us. It's Blake Groupie to get this one started, and off we go here in New Orleans. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
They go play action here. Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And they'll go on the ground. Brian Brzee, the man to bring him down. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Purdy now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And they'll run it here. Alontae Taylor up to make the tackle. Now 2nd and 9. And they'll try to run the option here. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw, He saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal.
This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
It's been fun to watch his development through the years, and right now what you see is a very confident quarterback who has a strong sense of self, totally understands the offense, and knows how to get the ball to his playmakers on the run.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10
at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
There's Chris Olave.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's a result of throwing it so many times in practice. Is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a 2nd consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara.
And Kamara's going to have a Saints 1st down as he'll get this down to the 36.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st down, Carr.
Against this complete to Shaheed.
Dropped at the 35. Able to display his agility, but not much room to operate.
2nd and 9.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Buying time to his left. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the 1st.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
Carr now on 1st down. Touchdown, Saints.
Chris Olave.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You have a lot to handle in this one.
Late groupie now for the extra point.
He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, 49ers.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run with McCaffrey off the option, and he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. Second and 7. Now Purdy. Being chased out left. And Purdy finds a way to move the chains. He slides to a stop, and he's got the first down. He got 29 yards that time.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Niners are able to move back in front.
And to me, the key to a wide receiver run like that is getting around the first edge guy. It's often like a punt returner. Make that first guy miss, because if you can do that successfully and get upfield, we know good things can happen. He's able to take that one into the end zone.
Jake Moody now for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. Derek Carr back out for his guys' next possession. He was 4-4 on that opening drive, including the touchdown pass, as he'll try again here to duplicate that success, starting with a first down. To throw, it's Carr. Oh, he catches it off the tip. It wasn't even intended for him. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Carr going to throw. He lets it go deep for Olave. That's caught inside the 20. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 47 yards.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Carr. His throw incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Carr. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up for the 1st and goal.
Kamara. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Again, Kamara. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal? And his kick here is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Throwing here, Purdy.
He's got his running back out of the ball's out. McCaffrey lost it.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the 1st down.
Yeah, that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Throwing on first down is Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
On first down, Purdy
gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Back to throw, Purdy.
And this is caught, Jennings. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Second down and 4.
Back to throw again. That's going to be caught by Samuel. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this one is right through. And they will take the lead at 13-10.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand-new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Coach.
This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Godden.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game. Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field, and a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a play fake. Carr. They'll roll him out right. There he goes, right side. Down the right sideline. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
This is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and, of course, a special player.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Carr. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Try to pound it in, Kamara. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. Carr now to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Here's Carr to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal. And his kick is indeed good. And that's going to tie us at 13. So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game, but Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
They'll start with the option.
And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because It all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On 2nd down, here's Carr. And it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their own 11. They'll set up a throw. Hauled in left side here by Jennings. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Given 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Taken right around the 44. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
And the defense says they have it. They do. One play into the ball game, an early turnover.
Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Talk about a momentum shifter right there. Tie game, 4th quarter. These are the plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question becomes, How do you respond?
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
Here's Purdy.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Purdy.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Juwan Jennings from 6 yards away.
And the Niners have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Now Moody for the PAT.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Now Carr steps away to his left. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Throwing now is Carr. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
To throw his Carr.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Carr. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. They were looking for Johnson that time. And now it's second down. Again, it's Carr.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the 49ers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Connects with Kittle underneath.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack. And nowhere to hide on that play.
No, there was not, because every exit door, that was surrounded. I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Shotgun now with Purdy. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
They run with McCaffrey off the option.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And they'll go, oh, no, he lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late.